Pimpin' Ken. Legendary pimp from Pimps Up, Hoes Down, Pimpin' Ken, right? I met him through a publisher out of New York, Karen Hunter, okay? Karen Hunter was like, I can't publish this book until this brother says something that is somewhat empowering. We got to be able to empower him. It's the 48 Laws of Pimpology. I brought him on with another author, Karen Folan, who wrote a book. You know, she's Harvard educated. You know, she wrote a great book. Yeah, Harvard educated, you know, dope. And her and Ken were going back and forth because they had opposing views. Great show. Pimpin' Ken called me a couple of days later and was like, man, your audience went and blew my book up to number 5 or something on Amazon.com. They went and blew me up. So my thing is community empowerment. Now, African Americans spend more money than damn near anybody in the world. But we're consumers, we're not builders. And when you build, your money tends to stay within the infrastructure of what you've built. That's why I say, go get Pit Bull. If you drink, you know, energy drinks, I love Pit Bull energy drinks. Why? Tastes like soda. Don't taste like the medicine that the other stuff tastes like. So it's important that we empower each other. I'm rocking Tariq Nasheed's hat. Feel me? Tariq, you can go get his hat, cooperate with the crown on it. King Flex, go get his stuff. I'm rocking another brother's, a fan of the show. Fan of the show. He got a clothing line called Fayronic. Oh, it's pretty ridiculous. Fayronic. Go support this brother, man. Why not? It's Fayronic. Oh, he got. I got the shirt on the inside too, right? I got the show on the inside, right? It says greatness. Go support this brother. Fayronic. Oh, you should see the silver symbol on the back. It's some old Earth, Wind, and Fire Fly King shit. Yeah. Let's support each other until the wheels fall off because we always complaining. Let me just, I'm about to go on a little filibuster for a second. People say, oh, Barack, don't do this for black people. Barack, 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 Barack. If Barack wanted to help black people, we wouldn't be ready to receive the help because we're so disorganized as a people, as a race. Black women, angry with black men. Black men, angry with black women. We're so disorganized and so butthurt with each other that even, you ever heard that preparation and opportunity coming together creates success? If the opportunity for help from the outside came to the black race, we wouldn't be prepared to receive it because we don't believe and we don't sow seeds within each other unless we're in the same church. I'm just saying, support Pit Bull. It's a black-owned company, right? It's a black-owned. Would you support Pit Bull if they had a chicken and waffle flavored energy drink? I mean, come on. Support Pit Bull. Support Zoe Williams. Hey, what's the brother? Fayronic. This is his stuff right here. Line of clothes. Get back to greatness, right? Fayronicdesigns.com. I just played a video of my logo being created by I Stand Media Group. These are fans. Fayronic is a fan of the show. He reached out to me, said, man, wear my shirt. Expose it to your audience. For sure. Send me a shirt. I'm an XL. Put it on. Rock it for you. We've got to keep sowing seeds within the community. I Stand Media Group, fan of my show, reached out. We'll do your logo. You see how sick my logo is? They designed the t-shirts. Hey, go get a Zoe What t-shirt at IamZoeWilliams.com. It's a little wrinkled because I don't fold well, right? Look at that there. Yeah, I'm sorry for all of the commercials. IamZoeWilliams.com. They did this for me. Support. Go get my book. Now, normally I do a whole big book section, but this section I wanted to call it the community empowerment section. And it's important that we continue to empower our community and big each other up. That's what I wanted to do this time. Please support Pitbull. The Rebirth of Seeds is my book. You can get it on my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. My t-shirts you can order. Please support, build, 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 build. Stop tearing down, stop hating. I'm about to take a quick break and I'll be back at 2.2 with topics, guests, and everybody. Let's do it. What are you afraid? Let me hear that music. Come on. What are you afraid of is our topic. Fear, imagined and real in relationship. Just let it ride. Just right there. Let me feel that until it goes. That's a nice little track. A lot of people, you heard that statement, you block your blessing. Fear is a hell of a inhibitor. It will block a lot of shit, right? Block a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of people are holding themselves back and then are unconscious to the fact that they're holding themselves back because fear is their personal advisor. It's like the little, the king always had a visor. Somebody that would say, no, I don't think you should trust Lord Suffolk, right? I'm telling you, it's real. And I want to know how fear affects your life, your relationship. Somebody call me right now at 323-965-1600. We have special guests on the phone. Geoff Brown is on his way back to his old ways of being late and irresponsible. I think he just crashed into somebody. That was the phone call I got. He damaged a young damsel in distress downtown Los Angeles, but he will be here. Call us and let us know what you think about this topic. I have special guests on the line that I will be introducing shortly. It is the Wonder Twin tag team of psychics. They're going to give some special readings. They might reveal some of the fears that you've been hiding. If you want a reading, call us 323-965-1600. It's going to be crazy. What's your deepest fear? That's an interest. You know what? I've looked up a list of fears. Did you know there's something called Anglophobia? Fear of whitey. Is this an exclusive fear to black people? I don't know, but it's on the list of phobias. I think there's an ecclesiophobia or something like that. Fear of church. It's all type of fear. But what fear is real and what fear is imagined? I think the imagined fear is worse than the real fear, right? Somebody call me at 323-965-1600. What I would like to do is introduce my guests who are on the phone right now as we wait for Geoff Brown. I have two sisters on the phone. I promoted one of the sisters' book. Her name is Sharita. And what Sharita Starr does is crazy. She takes the letters in your name and pulls out different acronyms that reveals a hidden meaning about who you really are as your name, reveal. It's crazy. It's bananas. It's bananas. I can't really explain it, but it's pretty ridiculous. I got her book. You guys should go out and support her book. And then the other sister that's with her name is Allie from New York. Edgy psychic. Tell you the truth. Won't sugarcoat it. Hey, you're a failure. That's what the spirits tell me. You're a failure. You're going to fumble at the 2-yard line every time the game's on the line until you figure out A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, she's cold. She got on me tough. They're on the phone right now. I'd like to introduce and welcome them into the show. Welcome to the Zo What Morning Show. How y'all doing?
Hey. Good morning. It's still morning in your part of the world, so good morning.
Exactly. You like the crazy intro, right?
Good morning. Oh my God. That was the intro on crack, man.
See?
The intro on crack.
I guarantee you that was Allie, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Exactly. Listen, everybody, if you want a reading, call us 323-965-1600. They are the Wonder Twin powers of psychic reading. Trust me, it's going to be more in depth than you ever thought it could be. So call us and let us know what you think. Let's talk a little bit about fear.
Okay.
Especially as it pertains to relationships. Would you say women are more prone to fear than men are because women are quote unquote the more emotional gender? Go deeper.
Allie,
That's a brother looking to make trouble. I got to be honest. I'm going to say I think it's an equal basis of fear. I don't necessarily listen. There are a lot more men that are very sensitive, so I can't actually say that it's more women than men. And this is Allie. I have the deeper voice. So, you know, I really do think it's an equal part. I mean, let's face it. I mean, even if someone puts up the facade that they're fearless, I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 times that's some BS right there. So, you know, that's from my own personal experience, and that's from working with people. That's from just living my life and the path that I've walked. That's from talking to, you know, thousands of people over the last 20 years, especially when you do radio, and because you talk to thousands of people yourself. So I think each have their own fear in their own way, and I think the fears are somewhat different, and I think they might be explained differently. But underneath it all, when you look at it in the grander scheme of things, it's really the same fear. It's just it comes out in different ways in different people. Do you follow what I mean? Got
it. And really quickly for the listeners, because they want to know who's talking and they want to know where they can find you, because somebody wants to Google you. Allie, what's your website, Twitter, Facebook, all of that?
You can Google me. Just Google Allie Cheslick. They call me the G girl, and that's not for the G spot either.
Allie what? Say it again.
Allie Cheslick. It's CHESLICK. And that's my website, AllieCheslick.com.
Allie, say it again.
ALLIE.
AllieCheslick.com.
AllieCheslick.com.
Cheslick, right.
Cheslick, like licking.
LICK.
Got it. There it is. He put it up on the screen so people can see it. And that's your website, AllieCheslick.com. And then Sharita,
Yes,
Sharita, where can they find you?
Yes. Yes, I'm also, you can Google Sharita Star, but on sharitastar.com, so you'll find it there too.
Wow.
On your local internet.
Wow.
On your worldwide local internet.
And you guys have come together, right?
We're together, yeah. Well, we do. What's fascinating about how Allie and I have teamed up together to be able to read someone, she's your real deal, super uber, as I like to say, psychic medium, spiritual teacher. She sees things in such a profound way, and what she gets from spirit all the time, we started to realize, because we've done loads of radio together by now, too, and I do everything through astrology, numerology, and what you talked about with my book earlier, the lexigrams is what they're called, and then that's the playing with the name and spelling out the truth from what's really in your name, or any word, any title, it goes beyond your name. And when she sees things with whatever spirit's, given to her, I can look at that person, just give me the day and the month you're born, and it'll all back itself up in this really crystal ball view way. Really? So it's totally fun how it aligns. No matter what kind of psychic perspective, per se, you're looking at, if you're getting the accurate channel, they should back each other up. And we have discovered that this really works stunningly, marvelously.
All right,
well,
so
you know what? Because it's a comprehensive way to look at someone from both ends of the spectrum. Because so you have the psychic and the medium, which, let's face it, some people are kind of this way, that way on. Some people are very skeptical, which is fine. But and it's a very esoteric, very whatever. It's not the wiki woo crap the New Agers put out there. I don't.
Let me say this. Let me say this. You guys. Did a reading for me, and it was pretty ridiculous, pretty off the chain. I'm going to say this. Call right now if you're a skeptic. If you don't believe that they could figure it out, call right now, 323-965-1600. We've got callers on the line. I would like to take a few, but not quite yet. One more question about fear in relationships. Can fears be taught from parent to child, and then the child grows up and like kind of lives this fear and brings this fear into fruition. A lot of people don't understand that belief is a generational curse, right?
Absolutely. It's, and it's interesting, astrologically, you can look at a person's chart and see where they received all their childhood impressions from.
Oh, wow.
And how deep, in what area of their life does that rest. Yes, you can absolutely 110% be carrying a fear that was instilled in you from when you were 5 or whatever age it was, and in your emotional development. We emotionally develop most critically from 0 to 7 years of age. So it is really important for parents out there to really understand what you're doing to your children over that time frame.
Wow.
Because that's where the roots of things get developed. And everything we do in this life is based on feeling. And then everything ripples out for your we all come here to be a creator of something. Mm-hmm. We all have a gift. I use this funny phrase my graphics designer came up with. We are all our own unique snowflake, and it's kind of true. There's nobody out there in the world like you. You have a very, very particular blueprint to follow in your life. And what challenges will show up, what triumphs will show up. It's going to be different for everybody. And the timing of how it all happens is different for everybody.
All right.
So, we live in a world where people really judge what they're doing by somebody else's story, and that is the wrong way to do it.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
You really got to look to yourself.
So, Sharita, we have callers on the line. Are you guys ready to get it cracking? 323-965-1600 is the number to dial. You want a reading from the Psychic Super Wonder Twins? They're here right now. Don't be afraid. Open up and share on the So What Morning Show. Caller, you're on right now. Who are you and where are you calling from? Caller?
Hi, this is Inner Zenith.
Inna Zena! Are you ready for this reading?
I am. I'm skeptical.
I will move back and allow it to take place. Ladies, tear her down! No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Sharita, Allie, that's Inna Zena. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
I can't have both lines at the same time.
Oh, so Inna Zena has to ask her question?
Figure out a ways.
Well, that's fine. Just ask the question.
Then I got to go back and forth.
That's perfect. Okay. Perfect. So, Inna Zena, ask your question.
Can they tell me more about personal and professional life for me?
Okay.
Okay. And Zena, when is your birthday? Just the day and the month is fine.
The day and the month? Yes. That's it? All right. Inna Zena, what's your birthday?
April 10th.
April 10th? There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Are we on?
Yeah, you guys are on. We're going back and forth. On. April 10th. Aries, let's go.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It's Arizona, right?
Inner Zenith.
Inner Zenith?
Yeah, we'll just say Inner Zenith.
Inner Zenith. But I love that name. That's a really beautiful name. And that's, to me, I do want to say this. Even with her name, there's such a divinity of energy.
I felt it.
For me. Hey, listen, Zoe, I ain't asking you what you're feeling. That ain't this show. So there's really a very beautiful energy connected to her name. I almost feel like that it's based on something that is of a divinity like Joan means in Hebrew God's daughter or something like that, whatever it is. I kind of feel like her name is sort of in that space. So I get that she's skeptical, but I also get that she's and then she's an Aries like me. I love my Aries girls. But I also understand it where she's very practical, very hands-on for me energetically. In terms of your question, I think you asked about career, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me. I mean, if you wanted to stay in the career that you're at, that would be great. But I think that you have the ability to multitask. So in other words, I could actually see you doing 2 different businesses simultaneously and also making money. But I also feel like, and I don't know if this makes sense to her, I don't know if she can, if you're switching us back and forth. But
I'm switching you guys back and
there's
forth.
there's something about her, even in the capacity of teaching or of giving of herself and teaching to other people, almost mentoring. Does that make any sense? Does she do any mentoring?
Let's ask her. Inner Zenith, tell us if she's somewhere near the ballpark of who you are.
Well, I'm told that, but I am not currently doing that.
So do you feel like you should be? Let me be quiet. Go back to them. They know. Go back to them. They'll tell you.
Because I think on some level, you have a lot more to give. For me, it's kind of interesting. I'd almost say even as you were a much younger girl, you're a little feisty. But at the same time, people kind of came to you to deal with their problems in a way where even if you didn't know who they were, they somehow seemed to sort of flock to you and come to you. Energetically, you put out this very warm feeling, very comforting feeling, which is why I think you'd be a great mentor. You still do that. There's like I said, I almost feel like too, in the past 4 or 5 years, you've gone through what I would call, I don't know, a friend of mine, we call it the shamanic roto-rooter, but it's like your life was sort of really much like the roller coaster, kind of up and down, but you managed to stay grounded and you managed to keep moving forward, even though I feel like diversity's really been a huge part of your life, especially like the last 4 or 5 years. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Is she accurate, Zenith? Zenith?
Actually, it's a little vague, but...
Tell her to go deeper. Hey, tell her to go deeper.
Yes, go deeper.
Yeah. Allie? Okay, Mark, what we doing? Let's get him. There,
Okay,
everybody's there?
now
Okay,
I
good.
hear you.
All right, great. So, Allie, she said go deeper. She said it seems a little vague.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is this. I feel like on a personal level with relationships, I feel like the last 4 or 5 years, especially the last couple of years, she's shifted out. So in other words, getting rid of people, places, and things that no longer serve her, and sort of opening up the doorways for herself to new things in life. Again, maybe a new career or a shift or changing career. She totally would be a great mentor for especially for young people. I feel like she's really drawn into the younger generation. I'm going to say like even the teenager generation where she really could make a difference. Again, I just kind of feel like, and I don't like to be vague, but I'm going to say this. And even with, you know what, I don't know what she does career-wise, but I'd say she could be a teacher or someone that does psychology or a therapist. And if that's not what you're doing now, I would give that great thought and really kind of take a look at that, because I think you could make a really great name for yourself, and it's something that you could do and really incorporate the best of who you are. I think you're very rational and very logical, but also at the same time, I do feel like I call it left brain sexy, which is the rational, logical side of yourself, and then there's that spiritual side, which is the right brain. And I really do feel like you do try to find a healthy balance of both. But now in this time of your life, I kind of feel like this is the time for you to sort of bolt out the gate and really put your mind to doing what you wanted to do probably, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and incorporate, doing some mentoring, maybe starting another business for yourself. And in terms of like personal relationships, I don't know where you're at, but I thought that was the other question.
Okay, but wait. Let's stop for a second.
Okay, and you're going to switch back. Go ahead.
Let's see. Inner Zenith, talk to us.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear her, but I didn't hear anything she said regarding personal.
You didn't hear nothing she said?
No, it was very muted.
Jesus Christ. She said you're a wonderful person.
Okay. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe is back in the building, but guess who just showed up after? What happened to you?
Man, I had a car accident on the freeway, but it wasn't that bad. It was like the lady in front of me just decided, you know what, I'm going to step on the one on the left.
Wait a minute. You going to blame the person you hit? Typically, if you hit somebody from behind...
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Geoff?
Okay, well, fine. It was my fault that the lady stepped on her brake and I didn't respond fast enough while traffic was moving, and for no reason. She went, you know what? I like this one.
You're just gonna blame her? Okay.
Yeah.
Geoff Brown back in the building, ladies and ladies and
Is the
gentlemen.
psychic still here?
Yeah, I want to introduce you to them.
Okay.
I want to introduce you to psychic Allie Cheslick.
Hey, Allie, how you doing, girl?
She's from New York. She's
Hey, what's up,
Aries.
Geoff Brown?
She's OG,
Okay.
right? And I want you to meet, of course, Sharita Starr. Now, you will know a couple of weeks ago, I promoted Sharita Starr's book on this show.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And the names,
remember that.
lexicograms, and take your name and create a whole different reality for what your name actually means. It's kind of cold, man. It's kind of ridiculous.
I'm going to have to check that out. I just like the name. Hey, Sharita.
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
I am well. I just like your name because it's really good to yell from another room.
Well, the fans...
Sharita, get down here and take this damn trash out. Sharita, you need to tell your friends stop blowing a horn in front of the goddamn house. Shit. Just shit seems like it goes in a sentence with your name.
My apologies. My apologies that you got in that car accident. But that is something that, there's this interesting transit going on right now, which is one of the other reasons why we're having our little communicado problemos today, is that the Mercury is going backwards. When we don't respond or react fast enough, I guess, in this case, things like this happen all the time. They're happening all over the planet right now because of this transit. So it's another slice of evidence of how it works.
Okay.
Mercury is our planet that guides thinking, communication, mentality, mechanisms that move, meaning a car, and things like this are happening left, right, and center. So
mechanisms that
for all your listeners out there, take your time, go slow, and pay attention.
Okay, speaking of that, ladies, speaking of mechanisms that move, I asked this of all the psychics that are on the show.
Here we go.
How long have you ladies been working in the psychic energy?
Wait a minute. Before you answer that, Geoff Brown is a comic. So just understand, this is the alley-oop.
This is a question.
Here it comes. I already know. Okay, go ahead.
You already know. Come on. How long have you...
All right, so I've been working out the womb.
Okay, out the womb. Fantastic. So I'm going to guess that you're a little older than 10?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be correct. Oh my God.
Question.
You are freaking amazing.
Question. Oh no, I don't pretend to be. I'm either a psychic, a prophet, or a fool at each time of the day. Or a genius. You just pick. Okay, simple question. September 10th, 2001.
Here it comes.
Nobody gets an inkling, not a hiccup, not a feeling that maybe, just maybe, 2 planes gonna hit a building in New York tomorrow. I didn't hear shit from nobody.
You saying the psychic community should be held accountable.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm a psychic.
Okay, so wait.
Hang on. It's compound. If I'm a psychic, I'm gonna be a rich psychic because I'm gonna know the lottery numbers.
Hold on.
I was working, but I wasn't out maybe as public. I was doing more private work back then. But there were documented psychics, and I know because some of them are my friends, but there were documented psychics that were on coast-to-coast radio that actually predicted 2 years ahead of time that was going to happen.
Wow.
Okay, Nostradamus predicted it 700.
There was people that did predict 9/11 was going to happen, but let's face it, where we've come, even in the last 10 years, is so much further than what it used to be. And let's face it, most people think psychics are a joke, or they don't believe it, or they think it's bullshit. And, here's the thing. I can't blame people for what they think, because if everybody looked at, all the 1-900 lines and all the famous people out there that were promoting the psychic hotlines, and they were promoting, oh my God, what was her name?
Cleo?
Miss Cleo, yeah, that
I mean, come on, the girl is an actress, for God's sake. And here's the thing. There's fun to it, and there could be a fun and very jovial side to it, and then there's a very serious side. I mean, honestly, when I started out doing this work, I was told by a psychic medium when I was 20 years old that I was going to do this work in 20 years, and I thought she was full of crap. And I'm like, okay, look, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm a mom, I'm in a bad marriage, I just had my son. My life was completely different. I was entertaining in gay nightclubs. I mean, I was a singer. I was doing all kinds of different stuff. So if you would have asked me as a kid what did I want to be when I grow up, I sure as hell wasn't going to tell you a psychic medium.
Okay.
I wanted to be an attorney. So I think if you know the person or you know their story, it's a little bit different. There are some people that come out of the closet and they want to do this because they want the fame, the fortune, the money. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's not what it's about. And if people get into it for that, well, then they're morons.
Okay,
all right, Geoff Brown.
Let me preface this by saying I believe the psychic energy is real. I used to see my grandmother do it.
I believe it's
all the
real.
time. It's absolutely real. That to discount psychic energy as unreal.
Don't worry about the vase.
Yeah.
What vase?
My grandmama was on that. My grandmama made military dudes that would call. I'd tell, dude, you don't believe in psychic energy? Call my grandmother. My grandmother told this dude what he was wearing, what his mama name was, that his mama was going to be sick, but she was going to be all right. That the dude just started crying. I believe that.
That girl you're dealing with,
she ain't shit. Here's my issue. I'm almost done. I'm almost finished. Here's my issue. It's not that I don't believe that psychic energy is real. I believe that just like magnetism, there are magnets that can pick up cars, and there are magnets that can barely move paper clips. That certain people are overhyping their magnetism, and if you want people to believe in your psychic energy, you need to stay in your lane. And if your lane is vague, you need to work on rubbing your magnetism up or whatever.
All right, so listen, this is what we have to do. We have to do this. We've got full lines of callers, and we've got to take a quick break. When I come back, I will rein in all of the waywardness that Geoff Brown represents.
The monkey knuckleness, tomfoolery.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 3.2 seconds. Please call us, 323-965-1600. So What Morning Show. We're talking about fear, we're talking about relationships, and in the next hour, we'll be talking about the Illuminati, the occult, all of the evil shit that people are afraid of. Even psychics. People are scared of them, too. Yeah. So we'll be back at 2.2. I'll holler at you in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, So What Morning Show back in the building. We are having a ball
The Dream Team is in.
We've got the Dream Team, and speaking of psychics who predicted 9/11, there were a set of twin psychics.
Great. How come they didn't predict it on 9/10?
They did.
On 9/10.
They predicted it before it happened. I looked them up. We reached out to them. This was maybe a year ago, and their schedules are booked, jam-packed, on Oprah, all over the place. But they predicted 9/11 before it happened.
Okay.
And I called you. Remember I said, I found them. Okay. Remember I called you and said, I found them.
Okay, here's my problem with that. Let's just say that all year,
right,
every baseball team, every now and then you get a home run. But for the most part, something's wrong. The wind is always bad. The pitches are always bad. Pop flies. Then for the next 5 years, there are no home runs. Then, during the seventh inning stretch...
What are you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing something. Then follow me. Follow my energy.
I'm doing something.
Then, during the seventh inning stretch, some fat dude from Milwaukee comes out and knocks the ball 375 feet.
So you're saying...
How does that make it look that you got to search for a dude to hit a baseball 350 feet when we pay these dudes right here to do that every night? That's what I'm saying.
Well, we love you, Jeff. We appreciate you.
Anybody looking at the elephant in the room? Jesus Christ.
I see the elephant in the room, and guess what? You want to ride him.
Yeah. That's my elephant noise.
That's a terrible noise. We have Psychic Wonder Twin Powers on the phone.
Oh, wow.
Allie Cheslick, and Sharita Starr. They're on the phone right now. They form a tandem. They're a group. We have full lines. Callers, we're coming to you right now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your question? What's your fear? What's going on? Let's go deeper. Caller?
Hi, Zoe. How you doing, man? Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Brother Geoff.
How are you,
Brother
man?
Zoe, Allie, and Sharita, thank you. I just want to say, first and foremost, I've been a long-time listener, and this is the first time calling in. I just think what you do, Joe, is amazing, and keep it up, brother. We need you out here.
Man.
You know, as a young black man coming up from Toronto.
Appreciate
You've been real inspirational in my life. And Brother Geoff, I just want to let you know, man, nobody makes me laugh harder than you, brother.
Wow, thank you, man.
Keep it up.
Thank you, man.
Allie and Sharita, I got two questions. This is a two-part question, but one I want to ask you first and foremost. We have this little thing in Canada that's called the Lotto Max, right? And you pick about 7 numbers. And with your psychic abilities, I was wondering this Friday, we actually got one coming up. If you can give me the 7 numbers, and I can reimburse you a little something on the side, you know what I mean?
That would be a hell of a
Damn it, give him 3.
Give me three, Geoff. I'd only get about $20, man. I need a little more than that.
I know you want all 7, but I mean that sounds like a reach right now. Because I know if I was a psychic, I would be I would hit the lotto. Once every 6 months. Once every 6 months, I hit it.
Every 6 months.
So let's see what we do.
Oh yeah. So no, but seriously, on my birthday is, let's just say, August 27th, and then you can go from there. You know what I mean?
So,
I just want to hear what you
But
got to say about
what
that.
do you want to know specifically so they can zero in on what you...
Just moving forward, I'm actually starting a new career right now. I had first and foremost, my passion was music, and it is music.
Cool.
And I still compose music, I still do it.
What you use?
And I've never really... What type of music?
Yeah, no. What kind of gear you got? What you use?
Software and
software. Yeah. That's...
I use Pro Tools. I use Reason.
Reason.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, then he ain't talented.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm just joking, man.
Reason is what's up. Get at me.
All right, so now we'll switch over and ask Sharita and Allie. Allie, what's wrong with this man?
That boy needs some therapy.
Talk to us.
And may I clarify that the birthday is the 27th of August, yes?
Yes.
Yes. 27th of August.
He's 27th August.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, listen, if I could predict the lottery, do you think I'd be sitting on the Zoe Williams show talking to your ass?
You should be.
So, I'm just saying. I will tell you right now, that's not what I do. But if there's somebody listening out there and they can pick the lottery, call me. I'll give you a kickback if I hit it.
Word.
That's not why I do what I do. Now, and as far as your career goes, I mean, and whatever you're kind of doing, again, for me, and can I just get his first name? Because I couldn't hear it because you guys started bantering back and forth.
What's his first name? What's your first name, brother, from Toronto?
Oh, Leonard.
Leonard.
You don't want to get on Skype?
Okay. So, hey, Leonard. So let me just say this. It doesn't surprise me that you're into the space of changing. This is, for me, a year of change for you. And actually, probably about 2 years ago, you would have started to see the effect of kind of wanting to shift and change. However, with that said, I heard you say you did music, and of course, I know Zoe and Geoff were ragging on you that it's not real music, but you're not auto-tuning yourself either. But if you stick to the music and that's what you're passionate about, I think you definitely have a solid career. I don't know if you were writing and composing, and I don't know if you sing, but I don't really feel you singing. I think it's more of the background statistics in terms of creating. And for me, you've got a very creative side. And again, so, I would look to take that maybe to the next level. I know you said you're out of Canada. Canada, I have a lot of clients that are Canadian musicians that, there's a lot of resources there. Personally, I kind of feel that in the next 2 to 3 years, that also may change for you in terms of where you create. I kind of feel like you're going to be coming down here to the States. if you haven't already been here, to collaborate with people on working in the music industry. That's just my feeling. I also kind of get a feeling that, I don't know if you you're jazz influenced in the background with your music, but I keep hearing like a Lionel Hampton vibe, and I keep hearing that kind of, even in Ella Fitzgerald. So I'm not sure if that's the music that you were connected to, that you were raised with, but I kind of feel like it's that rhythm and blues, it's that jazz, influenced with like today's music. So you're creating a sound that's a little bit different, and something that I think is more in alignment with where people are wanting to listen to music in the future. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I feel, and I got to wait for a response. So,
Dear, let's ask the brother if you were accurate. Brother man, Leonard, what's happening?
Yes, brother. That was pretty accurate. I'm actually going to, my friend is actually releasing a
So you're a background singer? That's what she said is your strength.
Yeah, but I have
harmonizing
background fit jazz. The reason why I said that is, like, today we're talking, I'm actually going to a record release party that is actually a jazz album. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
So I'm really into jazz.
Keep mashing. Man, send me some of your stuff, man. I'd love to hear some of your stuff. Send it to me.
Absolutely, Joe. I'll go.
Yeah.
I got you on Facebook. Jeff, I'm going to add you on Facebook
Please.
right away, and then
Absolutely.
I'll send you some material. I'll message you, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, brother.
We've got 0 for 1.
Yeah.
We got 1 win and 1 tie.
Yeah, we got a win and a grounder to second.
A win and a grounder to second. Indeed. Callers, 323-965-1600. We've got super twin powers in the building. These are my friends. So, Jeff,
Okay.
you be respectful now.
You know, I'm always I'm a hammer. I'm an iron fist in a velvet glove.
Yes. Okay, I understand that. Now, be nice. Yes? Indeed. Callers, 323-965-1600. Please get involved in this right now. We've got another caller on the line. Caller, tell me your name and where you from and what's your question to our psychic friends on the line right now, Allie, Cheslick, and Sharita Starr. Talk to us.
Hey, this is Mike from Charlotte. How you guys doing?
Mike, what up? What's your question?
Hey, well, first of all, Joe, first time caller, long time listener, man. Big fan of yours, brother Jeff. Love what you do as well, brother.
Thank you.
Love seeing you guys every week.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in.
No doubt. I just have a very simple question. I've been out of work for about a year now, and I've been on the hunt like crazy. And just want to know, is there any relief in sight? I've seen like I've had a lot of false starts, but it comes and goes, and phone calls stop coming. So I'm just trying to see, man, what is going on with that?
Hey, great question.
I'm gonna let them go, and then I'm gonna go. I see something.
You see something?
I see something.
Okay, all right. We're going to go with Allie and Sharita, and then Jeff will give his reading. Allie, Sharita, talk to us.
Hold on. I got to go back because Sharita didn't get a chance to answer either for Erzenia or Leonard, and she did want to give her, obviously, her view. So can we hang on to Mike for a minute and let her do her thing with them?
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Okay. Cool, yeah. So if you're still listening, Interzenus, that's your nickname, I think we're calling that. This has been a year for you. You know, you've been in a real emotional space in your life this year, and you've got to think about what you've been doing since 2012, because you planted a lot of new seeds in your life over the course of that year's time frame, and this is the year that you've been nurturing them, even though it may feel like you're a little distracted from seeing any real results from what you planted in 2012. And know what ended in your life in 2011 cycle was meant to get out of your space. It's a very inventive time in the life for Aries right now. So it's like, think about breaking through the norm and stepping outside of the box. And what comes up for you in 2013 is a big learning process, but you will start to see some growth and abundance start to come into those new beginnings that you planted in 12. So rest assured that is on the way. And going on to Mr. Leonard there, Of course, you are in the 5 personal year of permanent changes. You're blossoming from the foundation that you created in your life back in 2009, that you started back then. So you went 2009, 10, 11, 12, and you put up a new wall each of those 4 years. So you got something real solid beneath you right now. You are such a Virgo, yes, aligning with the details, getting behind the scenes. Virgos love that kind of stuff. If it wasn't for Virgos, we'd get nothing done. And, you know, you came down to the karmic path of the 27. You are meant to have fame and celebrity in this lifetime. You're very blessed. You've got to keep doing your own thing. Keep thinking about, like, you know, you're like the guy with the Olympic torch. You're carrying that torch and off you're going. Even if people try to knock you down and oppose you, keep going.
Okay.
Don't let the Virgo side go deaful.
So, Sharita, that was for Inner Zenith, right?
No, that was for Leonard.
That was for Leonard.
That was for Leonard.
Well, we did Inner Zenith, and then I switched over to Leonard.
Okay, well, Inner Zenith.
I clarified I was talking to
Okay, well,
Leonard.
Inner Zenith just said thanks for the clarification. She's on our chat, our live chat. Some of the comments, I love the people in the chat room right now. You guys continue to comment, make jokes, you know, just go in, have fun. This is great. I love it. The phone lines are still full. 323-965-1600 is the number to dial. We have the Wonder Twins. That's what I'm calling them.
Mike, we need his birthday.
Yes, and Mike is the brother who's on the line right now who's concerned about jobs and work. Now, some people will say the answer is simple. It's just a bad economy. You don't need a psychic to tell you that. Mike, tell us, what's your birthday? Give it to him again.
My birthday is April 25th.
April 25th.
Taurus?
Yes.
All right.
Taurus.
Yes, sir.
Tim Duncan. Go deeper. Allie? Mike needs your help. Let's go.
Well, I would. Okay, so I don't know what you're doing for a living per se, but this is just my general feeling. Okay, I feel like you're doing something that would be kind of technological in aspects. So I don't feel like you're out there digging the dirt as like someone who would in construction. I feel like you're more in the techie area or something to do that. Maybe would require even sitting at a desk, or something that would require that kind of energy. My feeling is I almost want to tell you to revamp your resume. So in other words, kind of tweak it a little bit so that you really bring out the finer points of your skills and your expertise and what you're doing. And yes, it's a no-brainer. This economy sucks monkey balls. But you know, at the same time, there's still jobs available for people that really want to work and that are really looking for it. And now when you get into specialty areas of work, you know, obviously, you know, sometimes people don't live in an area that is conducive to the kind of work that they do that would require travel. My feeling is that whatever it is that you're doing for work, I almost feel like you're going to have to travel a good half an hour to either 40, 45 minutes away in either direction from where you're living or from where you're currently residing in order to be able to find that work. So, you know, it would be nice if you can go down the road 15, 20 minutes to work, but I feel like you may have to go a little bit further. However, I do feel like, you know, I think I'm going to say give it maybe even another 2 to 3 weeks to re-put your resumes out there. Yeah, you know what? This is definitely a time for you to be able to find something. So I'm going to say over the next, this is the beginning of November. I think by the end of November, you might be able to find what you're looking for. And if it's not a full-time or a permanent steady job, it's definitely a temporary holdover so that you have work. Plus, I do want to say this, too, that I don't know if there's a physical ailment or there's a reason that you've got some other issues. Health-wise, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but energetically, I'm kind of feeling like there's some health issues or there's something around, it's something to do with part of the reason why you've been feeling as crappy as you have, besides the energy I was just pulling out from you.
All right.
But I'm going to let Sharita take it before you give it back so she can give you her 2 cents.
But wait. We have to stop right here because you said something that I want to see if he's following on. Mike?
Yes, I'm here.
Something she said about the illness thing. Was she accurate? Is any of what she said clear, or was it a bit much? What's happening?
I had an anxiety attack last year. and I was actually in the hospital for a day. Just had felt like my heart was about to jump out my chest, that kind of thing. And that was basically stress related to my last job.
But other than that, you're healthy.
But other than that, yeah, I'm in pretty good health.
So is that a base hit or a grounder to second?
That would be a double.
That'd be a double?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to Sharita because she might be able to drive her home with the RBI. So let's go there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Hey there, Mike. How are you? You definitely do have to watch the anxiety. You are in a year right now where you're kind of look back over the last 7 years and go back 7 years. That's when you saw a lot of new beginnings in your life. And this is the year where you are meant to reap a harvest of that. And I do agree 110% with Allie that you have, and it's by the end of this month that you do get something in alignment for you, work-wise. It may not be the total permanent be-all for the rest of your life kind of thing. It may get you by for a little while because what's happening for you once you really step into and past your birthday in 2014 is that you're in a year of endings where you're going to see a lot of conclusive energy around your life. So things are going to get out of your way. So if you're not quite in that perfect job that you want to be in yet, you may just take these next couple of years to figure all that out. Being born to the 25th of the month, you do have to watch the anxiety. And the year that you suffered that was a year where you were in what we call a 7 personal year cycle. It was the year where you were doing like your inner soul's homework. And it obviously got a little intense. And, you had to really, really regroup and your body said, I'm done. You have to channel this stress in a very different way or I'm not going to hold up for you. I would recommend for you, I don't know how open you are to reflexology, but it is a fantastic form of maintenance for a 7. Your feet are critical to your entire body. You really want to watch that. You're a fixed energy being a Taurus, so you kind of tend to get rooted into things a little bit too much, and then you don't like change. And the past always likes to kind of come back and resurface a lot, and it's always about kind of, they say if you live in anxiety, you're living too much in the future. Meaning, you're just worrying about stuff. So take your energy and really sit in quiet time with yourself because you like working by yourself better than you like working with a whole bunch of mess around you. Working quietly and working in solitude serves you much better than being in any kind of chaotic kind of situation. Shift your worry to concern. Concern is problem-solving energy. Worry does not do that. It just creates more of the anxiety. So just think about that a little bit. But you're very, very attuned to holistic healing as much as possible versus trying, if they told you were depressed or you have too much anxiety and they want to throw a drug on you, that drug is not going to help you very much.
Okay, so
really
listen.
need more holistic forms of healing for yourself.
So listen, wait a minute. Here's the number, 323-965-1600. Geoff Brown.
Ladies, y'all, I will deem your advice as valuable, but is there any way we can get some cliff notes? Because, wow, okay. What's my man's name again, Mike?
You have to go and sign up on the website, and you can get all the free stuff all the time.
Mike, is my man's name? Is my man's name Mike?
Mike, yes. This is Jeff's reading.
What one of the ladies was referring to is something that Lao Tzu said, which is
Lao Tzu?
Yes.
If
you are worried, you are in the future. If you are angry, you are in the past. And you have neither. All you have is right now. What I'm seeing, you kind of like a medium brown skin, maybe heavy set brother a little bit, like maybe round.
Are you psychic, Jeff? Are you about to read?
No, bro.
You sound like a mauve colored.
Yeah. He's 6'4", what now?
I'm 6'1", 190 now.
All right. I wanted to make clear to everyone that I have no fucking psychic powers at all.
That's obvious.
Okay? I'm gonna tell you
You
this.
a Frodo-built man.
Yes, I'm gonna tell. That's hilarious. I'm gonna tell you this. I've been hustling since I could walk, and what you gonna have to do is stop. And this ain't psychic advice. This is hustler to hustler, and attention to every black man, regardless to what you do, from Supreme Court judge to digger of a ditch. You are a hustler, and if you don't think you are, somebody has fucking eluded you. Now,
here we go.
What you gonna have to do?
Rev it up.
Is put some paint where it ain't.
Put some paint where it ain't.
Okay. Think about what you would do if you hit the lotto for $80 million.
Yes, sir.
That's what you need to be doing. You need to. You ain't making no money no fucking way, right?
Yes, sir.
Do what you dream, brother.
Answer.
Follow your dream.
Yes.
Pray to God, whatever your God, whatever you call God.
Speak on it now.
And ask him for signs. They'll come through the TV. They may come through some broke, thirsty heifer from your past. But they will come. No, you got to end with Bosha. Yeah, no. You can say whatever you want to say when you speak in tongues. For black people, it's big when you end with Bosha. Should have come in the Chevy. Should have come in the Cadillac. Bosha. Got to end with Bosha. Now, anyway,
oh God.
Whoever you pray to. God ain't gonna leave you out there, player. God ain't gonna leave you out there. Get a book. It's called "Who Moved My Cheese."
Who stole the cheese?
No, I thought it was "Who Moved My Cheese."
Is it
Who stole my cheese? Who moved my cheese? Look, both.
Somebody got the cheese.
Somebody got your cheese. Somebody has moved your cheese, and either you keep going to the same place where that cheese is not, or you are daunted by the path where you know that cheese is. Both of those leads you to starving, hungry, rib showing fucking death. Get away from those and follow
Jeff.
your cheese. Okay.
Jesus. Thank you. What we're going to do is take a quick break, and when we come back, more callers and a new topic. We're going to delve deeper into the Illuminati, the occult. A lot of people are afraid of the occult, and I felt, hey.
What?
You found the cheese.
I found my cheese.
Do you have to eat it on the mic?
Nigga, I keeps cheese.
Niggerific radio
I
is
got
this.
kids. If somebody gonna look here, I'm tell you, Mike, if I can't get something for my kids to eat, somebody gonna come up with something missing. I can tell you that.
All right, so continue to call 323-965-1600. But I felt like these two sisters could add to the conversation as it pertains to the occult.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
You've got Jay-Z, is he an Illuminati? Beyonce, those videos where the guys are holding their hands a certain kind of way and they're talking about the devil. And let's talk about this. I think we need to squash it all.
Yeah.
When we be back, when we come back, when we be back. Yes, sorry, 12 years of a slave.
We coming back when we be back.
Yeah, 12 years a slave just jumped in. But we'll be back shortly, and when we come back,
I haven't seen it yet.
New topic.
Brand new topic.
We're going to demystify the occult. We'll be back.
Demystify the occult.
All right.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Up Morning back in the building, getting the technology together. We're ready. We've got Sharita Starr and Allie Cheslick on the phone. They're our resident psychics. They form a team. They do collective readings together. It's crazy.
Ask me where I'm going this weekend.
Where you going this weekend?
Where you going this weekend?
I'm going over Allie and Sharita and them, figure out my future. I like that. Allie and Sharita and them. Y'all need, that's it. I'm telling you, you need to change your name. Allie and Sharita and them.
.com. Allie and Sharita Nim. Nim is N-E-E-M.
That's it. That Nim refers to a group of people that flock together.
Allie and Sharita Nim.
Say, when you say Zonim,
that's a group.
That's a group. That's a group of people. Matter of fact, Zoe got a few groups. That could be over there with the Young Lion. That could be over there with Marcus King.
All types of folk.
Yeah.
But that's all type of folk.
Allie and Sharita and them got what you need.
Got what you need. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to my website. I am ZoeWilliams.com. Please purchase a copy of my book. I'd appreciate it. Or one of my T-shirts, man. I told you, I Stand Media Group, Visions to Life. These guys created all of the designs on my shirts. I mean, we got like the Zowat logo. The Zowat logo is bananas. They got all of that stuff. Please,
They hooked you up.
Man, they did.
Go over there and support the brother.
Please support a brother. Jesus, you know? Christ.
Y'all got black boyfriends.
I heard that opening this morning. I did want to say that I think everybody should support everybody, no matter what.
That's what we got to do.
You know.
So let's get to it right now. Phone lines are open, 323-965-1600. The occult. Are we living in the end days?
Yes.
Can we take the Bible literally?
Literally.
Right? Is the devil real?
Is the devil
Are
real?
psychics agents of the devil?
Are psychics
I mean,
agents of the
it's just a lot of stuff. Is the music and entertainment and movie industries evil?
Illuminati, naughty.
Is the Illuminati an evil organization? What in the Feast of Samhain, which is Halloween, by the way, is going on? Talk to us, Sharita Starr and Allie Cheslick. What's happening? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll go even deeper.
Well, listen, if
how can Christians?
Then I gotta up my prices.
How can Christians send their little children out on All Hallows Eve for free candy dressed as demons?
Me to answer that?
I
Because
do.
they're really Jewish.
No. Wow, that's funny. Because Christians, especially, and I'm only talking about black Christians because I don't really care what white Christians do. I'm a racist, but it's okay because I'm black. Black Christians are like this jam that Hammer had out, the Addams Family theme song. They do what they want to do, say what they want to say. So black Christians can do whatever they want. They can ignore Jeremiah 10:3 and not only put a Christmas tree in the house, they put one in the church.
What does Jeremiah 10:3 say, brother?
It says, do not cut a tree down,
hallelujah,
bring it in your home and adorn it like the heathens do.
Ooh.
If that ain't Christmas tree in old English, I'll eat shit. That is exactly what that is. But black Christians do just what they want to do. It's like a bowling team.
How much is it going to cost me to pay to see him eat the shit?
How much is it going to cost you to pay to do what?
I'll pay. I want to see him eat the shit.
You want to see me eat it? That's some freak mess you on.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Allie has revealed some things about her psychic self.
Shit. I'm looking at Allie. Allie got a black boyfriend.
First of all, listen. Let me just clarify. Okay, my mother was a Jew, so I have the right to rag on Jews. I grew up with that crazy bitch, and she's dead now, so it's all good. And my father was an Arab.
Crazy bitch.
My father was Lebanese Christian, so I grew up in a real Judeo-Christian household. And my godparents were Greek. My dead ex-husband was from Brazil, and my husband now is a real mutt. So, you know, I believe what's in the Bible, and I don't. You know, I'm very mixed on my feeling on that. But do I believe that there's a good and evil? Absolutely. I've seen it. I've seen it. Do I believe that there's some nasty stuff going on in the music industry and in the movie industry?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I also believe that that people are deceived on a daily basis. They're not looking at the bigger picture. See, I'm not a typical psychic. You know, people call me the Howard Stern of psychics because I don't play that game. I'm very real, very down to earth. I'll tell you like it is. I'd rather be wrong than backpedal on anything that I do. Mm-hmm. And I don't subscribe to all the other stuff that, you know, I don't do that whole new agey, let's chant and meditate and everybody loves everybody. Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, I go from Josh Groban to Creed to Chris Brown to, you know, whatever. I listen to everything.
You know,
music is my background. So, so you can't really lump us all into one, you know, cockamamie group. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody is putting up some very good stuff in the chat room, and I'm going to say,
chat room. I can't find it.
It's exclusive to us inside the studio. It's only for guests who actually make it out. So, no, but they're saying some really good stuff here. Knights of Malta, CFR. Bilderberg Group. What about the Bohemian Society? What about... Is there some nefarious evilness going on? And is it really evil? Because
I mean, come on, think about it. You don't think there's a grand design going on that allows certain people, and it doesn't matter what your color, your culture, your whatever. There's certain people that are just up there in the upper echelon, and everybody else gets to stay.
Actually, yes,
where they're at.
Actually, yes, color does play into it. There was something about one of the few things that Kanye West has said or done lately, other than music.
New Slaves?
No.
That's a great record.
That I agree with. By the way, if Taylor Swift had been my daughter, I'd have whooped his motherfucking ass. But anyway, I've been always wanting to say that.
You just want to fight.
Yeah. I put these doorknobs on you by my kids.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty simple.
Geoff Brown, when is your birthday, by the way?
May 20th. Right on the cusp.
May 20th?
3 days before me.
And he knows he's right on the cusp, too. Hey.
Yes. No. Oh, yeah. I know that. I don't think that...
Make it quick.
You said color. Kanye West said this. He said that George Bush does not care about black people. That is inaccurate. George Bush does not care about commoners and poor people because he don't know nobody that know nobody that know nobody that know anybody that's broke. But by default, the black man, for every dollar a white man has, a black man, counting Oprah and Jordan, only has 11 cents. So...
Counting Oprah and Jordan.
Counting Oprah and Jordan. Throw them in there. Throw everybody you know that's wealthy, that's black in there. For every dollar a white man has.
Jay. What about Jay?
Well, you Jigga? Yeah. It's white men that laugh at Jigga.
I will say this. Let's do this. I will say this. I think it's more about class.
Yeah.
The aristocracy in any country, what keeps them the ruling class is the class and the quality of knowledge they keep sequestered from the commoner, right? The commoner has basic information, right?
That's exactly spot on.
Right.
And honestly,
if
you look up the definition of the occult, it means the knowledge of the hidden.
It means hidden.
So I like to say, yes, it does. So it's technically whatever's hidden from us. It doesn't mean it has anything to do. I mean, because, game of telephone, everything gets filtered in different ways all throughout life, but its basic understanding is it's the knowledge of the hidden. So if the upper echelon, pardon my French.
Echelon, girl, just say echelon.
Under Mercury retrograde.
It's a new car, Escalade, Echelon by Cadillac.
It's kind of like there's so much hidden from us in this world. I mean, just in America alone, we don't know the truth about anything. I mean, the average American doesn't know the truth.
Oh, I can break it down.
Not if they're watching regular television.
I'll break this. You want me to break this?
That's not real truth.
Let me break this down for you. One of my best friends, who shall remain nameless, is a high-up Mason, and he explained this to me.
Go deeper.
He said that black people have been trained. Actually, he didn't say this. I said this. Black people have been trained to fear secrets. Now, what he said, he put it down with masonry like this. He said, "What color is your wife's favorite pair of underwear?" I said, "None of your fucking business." He said, "Exactly. It's not a secret. It's just none of my business." And what the elite have done is made the knowledge of physics, the knowledge of economics, the knowledge of the way the universe works,
one more.
Not our business.
One more. The knowledge of the esoteric side of things.
Yes, the knowledge of the esoteric side of things.
Mm-hmm. See, because that's what the royals use, and somebody just mentioned it here in the chat room. Again, esoterica elevates the spirit and thus changes the outward conditions of your life. So if I can program your thoughts to be basic and rudimentary, let me give you an example.
I love so.
Let me just give you a quick example.
If you start a church, I'm a deacon.
Yes, and we gonna make chips.
Yes.
Now
got a green-eyed pastor, Tom.
Jesus,
we gonna clean up.
The pastors of not L.A. The pastors of Pasadena.
Nigga. Go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying is here's a perfect example. The royals, look at how they flipped us around. The royals see labor as beneath them, so that they may focus on knowledge that elevates them beyond the worker. In America, you ain't shit.
No, they just hire other people to do their dirty
work. But no. Listen to what I'm saying in terms of our relationship interfacing. In America, a woman judges a man by what he produces. She wants a servant.
Yes.
In the Quran, they will call him abd, a slave. Right? She wants a slave because the word work and worship goes together. Except it come from the same root.
As in abdomen?
No, abd, as in Abdullah, servant of Allah.
I thought you meant abs was
They
bad.
want a servant because they've been conditioned to believe that a worker is valuable.
Right.
But in royal society, a worker is not considered a gentleman.
He's a pawn.
He doesn't belong here. He's a pawn because his life is based on rudimentary living. Now, the level and the quality of knowledge that the royals deal in, this is what keeps them royal. This is what keeps them living a type of experience that is beneath the sharecropper.
Indeed,
or
sir.
above the sharecropper. That's just what it is. And that's the bottom line. And if we, as people, don't seek to question, where did your beliefs come from?
My son works?
Exactly. They're royal. What is he doing working?
Do not alert him to my presence.
Do not alert Akeem to my presence. I will deal with my
You
son.
ain't got enough money to buy
You
my
could be
daughter
the
off.
official wall walker there.
Nonsense.
That's my favorite line in the movie. You don't know who you fucking with.
And baby, when I say he got his own money.
He got his own money.
And again,
Dottie, get him.
let me show you something special about the occult. If you do your research.
Well, that was a great movie, I got to say.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
If you do your research about the occult, it all goes back to ancient Egypt.
Come on, man.
Now, let's just go deeper. What they've called evil in ancient occult is Egyptian religion. And all of the high-end Masons know it. That's why they use the symbology of ancient Egypt.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well,
Now,
wait a minute.
Now.
Okay, well, and hold your thought just for a second. Isn't the Bible, don't they start out with an evil snake coming to talk to a woman about an apple?
Let's go deeper. How deep do you want to go down this rabbit hole?
What about Abraham? Bring your son up here and cut him open. I was just kidding.
What kind of chicanery merchant is that guy?
What kind of shipped-in business is that?
That's shipped in from somewhere else.
Yes, isn't that the occult? That's not occult-ish. I'm going to send my son to bleed and die for you because I need a blood sacrifice in order to atone for sin.
Well,
that sounds like Conan.
Well, look.
The Conan the Destroyer.
Look, occult is Latin, occultus meaning hidden. One of the Egyptian gods is Amun. The hidden, Amun, the hidden. Why? Because you can't know the immensity of the divine source of all that is, which is why religion gets turned into a practice, not a living operation within oneself. That's the esoteric side. Callers, it's time for you to roll. Let's go.
I want some Jesus folks. I want some Bible thumpers to call in.
No,
Black
they're not
Bible thumpers.
They're not going to do it.
If you're squirting blessed oil all over your fucking screen right now, call in.
Reverend Travis Bickle, callers, you're on the line. Let's talk. Hello? Hello?
Caller, it's your turn.
Hello?
Move on.
Hey, cut him off. Let's go to the next one. Caller.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're on.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's up, Zoe?
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? What's up, Josh?
Hey, now, what's going on? Who are you, man?
All right.
Hey, wait a minute.
James
Say hello to the
Detroit, man.
Hey, James, say hello to the ladies that are on the
Motor
line.
City.
Allie.
Hello, ladies. How y'all
There we
doing?
go. Yeah.
They out
How you
there.
doing,
Good,
ladies?
thank you.
Hello, James.
Hey, I can't see the show, man, and it's crazy. I'm at work, but I can't see the show. But I hear you guys getting real deep.
That's what we do. That's what we do, man. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your
What's
mind?
the topic today?
Right now we're talking about the occult. Is all of this shit evil? Was Jay-Z evil for creating a line of T-shirts that had all of Masonic symbols on it? And also, remember he had a shirt that said, "Do as thou wilt," which is a quote
from Aleister
Crowley, which is considered one of the evilest men to ever live. Was he wrong? Talk to me.
Hitler liked Volkswagens. Was he wrong?
If it's a cult, man, I don't believe in cults, period.
You believe in Christianity, don't you?
I believe in, you know what?
That's the biggest, most powerful cult on planet Earth.
About religion all at once right now. I'm not even, I was raised on Christianity, but I don't.
Then you was raised in a cult.
I don't know what to believe no more. It's
Good
like,
for you.
I don't know.
Good for you. That is the beginning. That is the beginning.
So I'm looking for some truth. That's what I'm trying to find.
Well, let's get at it, man. I love that answer, and I love the caller, man. I appreciate you reaching out from the D, man. How's everything going on in the city, real quick? Let me just send some love to the D. How is the D, man?
Yeah. Well, they got we got a new mayor today that we about to get. Everybody had to vote today, so.
Is he black?
It is what it is.
Is he black?
We still broke over this way, so.
Is your mayor black? The new mayor.
One of them is white, one of them is black.
All right,
there you go. The white one.
We got two candidates.
The white one to keep the nigga's hand out of the Halloween basket. Jesus.
We had enough of them already.
Pray that the white
black
one.
people. I don't care. I just want somebody that can actually come and do something.
No. What you want is a white mayor, and here's why.
You gonna bring?
I really wish this was my own wisdom, but it is some. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. I started researching some of the stuff that he says, and this is the God honest truth everywhere I look. Whenever somebody black is put in office, black folks do worse constantly because now there is a black face on white supremacy. I don't know how much worse Detroit is going to get. Detroit is one of the few cities that you can walk down the street and see a dog step in some human shit. You can, So I don't know how much worse it's going to get, but pray for the white dude.
Damn. Thank you, man.
His name is Mike Dugan, and actually, that's who I'm actually going for, man. I don't know too much about Napoleon. That's the other candidate that's there. But I'm going for Mike Dugan. He did very well when he was working for, he got some of our hospitals, our DMC hospitals, out of financial trouble, too. So he has, his track record has shown that he's a very good candidate as far as it comes down to getting people out of financial trouble.
Wow.
But right now, it's terrible over here, man. It's just everything in Detroit right now has to crash in order for it to get better. That's how I look at it right now.
Wow. Well, we appreciate that call, man. We appreciate the update on on Detroit. We really do love it, man. We love the city. We love the folk there. Some of the realest people you'll ever meet.
From the D.
From the D, man. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth. So we appreciate that.
My boy.
Hey, Zoe, before I get off, man, I got to say, man, I got to give you a shout out, bro. I'm on your Facebook. I'm your Facebook friend, too. I just had instant message you a while to let you know, man, that you guys, y'all inspired me to start my own platform, homie.
That's what's up, brother.
Man.
That is
to
what's
take what y'all got, and I'm trying to spread it around to everybody else too.
Thank you, brother.
There it is, man. Thanks, man. We appreciate the call. 323-965-1600 is the number to dial. Again, I'd like to go deeper into the concept because we were having discussions with Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed and all these other brothers. And what happens is, you'll say something and then people will take it out of context. And I'll be talking about history and culture and they'll say, we don't live like that anymore. And what I'll say is, this is what I'll say to that. Every idea you have in a society that makes up a tradition or social game rules pre-existed before you were born.
Come on, dude.
You were born into the aquarium of ideas of whatever culture you live in.
So stop thinking you're going to jump out the fish tank and drive down the street.
Right. So
you in the fucking fish tank.
Right. So if I say Well, back in the day or centuries ago, this was our belief system. And you go, oh, we don't live like that no more. I'll tell you how you live. The guy in our community that is exalted is that black police officer. You remember that show or the movie? What was it? Menace to Society, where the black police officer was clowning harder than anybody else?
Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
When we rise to political heights as black people, that's who we ultimately are. Because our job isn't to come in and revolutionize and change the system. No, our job is to maintain the way it is. So when I say that, most people never question the institution of Christianity and its origins.
No.
They never question the institution of politics and its origins. They will question a person who has been institutionalized through the penal system, and they'll have the arrogance to say that person has been institutionalized. But they won't say They won't say that about a Christian or a Muslim
or a married couple
or a Mason.
No.
Now, at the end of the day, if you want some science, let's go deeper into the Masonic belief. Is Lucifer evil? Really? Allie?
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Sharita?
Don't do that.
Let's talk about the devil. Is he really evil? Let's go deeper. Allie, Sharita, where are you?
Allie?
Let's call out the devil.
Allie?
Yeah, I mean,
Come
I call
on,
him
you
Mr.
big
Red
butt
Hot
Jew
Happy
broads.
Pants.
Let's go.
Mr. Red Hot Happy Pants.
I mean, listen, like I said, I call him Mr. Red Hot Happy Pants. Yeah, I do believe that there's a positive and negative force on this planet, and it's by grand design. Do I believe everything that I read in the Bible? I don't, and I get into arguments with my husband, the good Catholic Irish boy, all the time. When my mother passed away, I had Christians allude to the fact that my mother wasn't going to heaven, and I'm thinking, hey, listen, I don't give a shit what you think. I believe all souls go to heaven, and what happens when you get there, it's between you and God. I do believe in a God. I do believe in a creator or a source. I don't believe that, we've evolved from frickin' monkeys. I believe there's a grander design. Do I understand it all? No. But what I do understand is I think very differently than your average person. I tend to follow more of a Christian belief system, but it's really my own system because I don't agree with everything. I don't think that, it's like, I don't know. Here's the bottom line. It's like, I believe in God. I believe that Lucifer exists. I mean, because I believe in the angels. And I know, Archangel Michael kicked Lucifer's ass out of heaven. Awesome.
Michael's a cold dude, right?
Oh, yeah,
Michael's what?
I said Michael's a cold dude, right?
Well, I don't know that he's a cold dude, but he's a smart one. If he kicked,
That's what I mean by cold. That's what I mean by cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a real cold dude. I wish you would have stabbed him in the ass a little bit more. But anyway,
wow. Jeez.
Like I said, I believe in a positive and negative. You can't have, people say, well, I don't, like you get this New Agers that go, oh no, everything is Zen, everything is this. That's bullshit. You can't have, you have to have that, they talk about yin yang, okay, positive, negative, good and bad, whatever. You have to have a balance, period.
Okay,
whatever you choose to call
that's a good point.
The next time
she makes a great point. I'm sorry. She makes a great point. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. Great point. God says, I create good and evil, light and darkness. I do it all. It is all under my control. So if that's the case, is God the master puppeteer? Call her. You're on the line.
Hello.
Call her.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm on. Okay. Oh, yeah, man. I thought that was Inky, man. I'm more into like the
Sumerians. The Sumerian science, Inky and Enlil.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll go deeper.
But my understanding is he wasn't even evil at all. My understanding is that the Hebrews came and took it and they made him into something that was evil later on.
Interesting. So most people don't understand. The Sumerian story predates the Christian Bible by at least 5 millennia.
Yeah.
So you can take Genesis. Genesis chapter 1 and 2 is the Enuma Elish.
And not the old car from Mazda.
Right? And then Genesis 2 to 10, chapters 2 to 10 is the Gilgamesh epics, right? Okay. Or the Atrahasis. These are all books that predate the Christian telling
by
of the story.
Bajillion years.
Right? So you may go into the flood, right? Noah in the Sumerian story was called Utnet Fishtim, right? Instead of just Noah. Right? It was just that was his terminology there. And remember, Abraham, who's the father of all of the Judeo belief systems, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, was a Chaldean, and his religion was the Sumerian belief system. So this is a very interesting through line that we're getting right here, correct?
Joe, have you ever been to prison?
No.
Practices Chaldean numerology when she works, which is kind of interesting.
Yes.
Joe got
you know, it's interesting. I'm sitting
like
here at
15
Lexigram
years.
and Lucifer because I'm like, all right, well, let's just look because you know how I do this. So I get pure life fire out of his name.
Yeah. Lucifer, the light bearer. But this is what Christians and Muslims and everybody don't understand. When the dude was called Lucifer, he was not evil. He had not fallen.
No.
That's right.
So he was an angel of light as Lucifer.
That's right.
He was a light bearer.
Correct.
Now, when he falls, his character and his quality and degree change. In the Quran, he is called Iblis from the root word balsa, which means rebellious one. Because he stood up against God and said, I'm better than the dude that you made of clay, Adam. I'm made of Narun, Somun, smokeless fire. Why should I bow to him? And this is the antagonism between angels and men. This is a very deep stuff. Let's go deeper. Callers, you're on the line.
Hey, listen. Here's a really good way to look at the whole.
Wait. We have a caller. And then you'll go to that point. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Zoe, Jeff, what up, man? It's Lex Kelly.
What happening?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? How you living?
Good.
Hey, man, y'all going deep on tonight. Hey, listen, I just want to go and drop this on you. You know, what I find out is with black folk, especially black folk, but we're going to say across the board, any folk.
Jesus! Oh, sorry.
The problem is that many of us are scared not to believe. It's like we've gotten to the point where we ignore our ancestral, I guess you could say, intuition.
Because it's comfy.
Lex.
Scared to call it shit.
Lex, do we ignore it? I don't know if we ignore it. I think it's lost. It's memory wipe.
Not even. If you look at it deeper than that, Zoe, you can sit down and you can give all the facts. You can sit down and say, look, there's shit in my hand. It stinks. It smells. You can even see corn in it. And they will look you dead in your face and say, no, that's not.
That's peanut butter.
It's a pearly white diamond.
That's peanut butter because it look like shit.
It's so we can put all the information in the world to them. You got so much information out there. I mean, you can show somebody actual pictures of the story of Haru.
Yes.
And how it breaks down, to how the whole story breaks down.
Haru is the Egyptian god, right?
And Christians will look at you and be like, no.
Yes.
Got it.
No.
So Haru, for the listeners who have never heard this shit before, Haru is the Egyptian equivalent to Jesus. Now, if you go to the oldest church in the world, which is the Coptic church in Ethiopia, they still call Jesus Haru.
Oh, well, how you going to call... I don't call Jesus... I don't refer to the Son of Man as Jesus for the same reason I don't call Zoe Bob. That's not his name. Okay? How is it possible that this dude that you say came here 2014 years ago or so, hung out with, of course, he hung out with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Paul, Silas, Timothy, Judas. In the Middle East, not one Akbed, not one Muhammad. This dude, his name starts with a J, but the J's only 900 years old.
Well, Jesus, of course, is from the Greek word Iesos, right? Iesos. Well, and what happened is when the Greeks took the Quran, because originally the Quran, of course, is written in Ashuric, Arabic. When the Greeks came in, they retranslated the Quran and turned the name Yashu from the Hebrew Yeshua. They turned it into Isa, from their Greek term Iesus, which produces Jesus.
Okay, well, here's my point for that. When you refer to Jesus as Jesus, it's like code word for I'm in this club.
Well, no, this is what I say about that. Jesus and Christianity is a European remix of older cultures that predated.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Puffy. And Jermaine Dupri came in and remixed it for the Europeans. That's all it is.
Jesus.
That's all that is.
Not Yeshua. Jesus. Jesus. Not your room.
Take that.
Slavery is good.
That's all. That's all that happened.
Treat your master good. Treat your master good.
Treat your master good.
Treat your master good. I said, Jesus. Bishop needs some gators. I said, airplane fuel. Every first Sunday. Come here and get dressed up. Fuck the poor folk. I said, Jesus. I said, Jesus. A little bit too much for you.
Say what now?
Christians call in. Black folks call in. Don't cut your tail off at the collar.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm stuck in the song. I can't go nowhere. I said, when I am high, I sit around at the house. And if I smoke enough weed, Jesus will come. I'm telling you.
What a Jesus remix.
Jesus, okay, God, the devil is in the bottle, Jesus is in the bong. Okay, I'll tell you that. When I have when I get high, I am on high, God is high. That's where we talk.
Now, let's go back. Now, let's go deeper into it.
Yeah, let's get at it.
This is what I keep trying to tell folk.
You know God was high. Look at some of the people on this planet.
Oh, look at us. We're in here tripping out.
Look at the platypus.
And I think you were channeling a little inner Prince there.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go deeper into this point about Lucifer. This is what I keep trying to tell folk. Exoteric, esoteric. Esoteric is inner, gnosis, Gnostic, knowledge, divine inner knowledge. Hey, guess what? Hard to govern a group of people if they have individual gnosis. Woo! So now I have to place a government, which is a governor, which is technically from its original root a limiter, so that I may control them. So I'm going to give them the exoteric, which is the practice, and not the esoteric, which is the inner, which is the knowing. I'm not going to give you the knowing, because if I give you the knowing, I then liberate you. I free you.
I'll let you make a sandwich, but I ain't going to teach you how to cook.
Now, watch this. Lucifer. What do we say when we see a kid who's extremely intelligent? What is the word we normally say?
Lucid.
They've been here before.
No. Just in a word, we'll go, that kid is what?
Smart.
What's another word for smart?
Genius.
It's bright.
Right.
That kid is bright.
Bright genius.
That's a bright child.
Yes.
Bright. He is the light, illuminated. Buddha. The name Buddha means the illuminated one. Lucifer was the illuminated one. Look at how they flipped it on you. What they did was they made intelligence
bad,
evil. Lucifer is the light bearer. This is why the Masons worship Lucifer. They worship the intelligence. That's why they have a fucking torch, because Prometheus stole the fire from the gods and was punished by the gods. Prometheus is the Greek Lucifer.
Don't you blaspheme in here.
He brought the light to man. Fire is the symbol of intelligence. Why? Fire.
And how funny fire is spelt from his name.
Again, fire, the root word is the same or. That produces your word pure. The word pyramid, pyrotechnics, fire. Fire in the middle. In the middle of what? Your solar plexus. This is our science. They made it evil. Now you don't have access to it anymore, and you're a practitioner of a belief that limits your spiritual knowledge.
Show me that in the Bible. See, that's my problem. That's my problem. Here's my chief problem with the Christian faith and why I can no longer get down with it. The difference between them and fans of the Avengers is that fans of Iron Man, the Hulk, Thor, fans of them never ever deny the existence of Stan Lee. Christians act like the Council of Nicaea does not exist. Like all this shit me and Zoe got together last night before the show and made up. Like you can't find this shit, like it's not evidence, like it is not true, because they are brainwashed and unplugged drones. No, plugged in drones, excuse me. This is why I watch the Preachers of L.A. I love watching that show. Right. Because it's not me.
It's a train wreck. It's fun.
Well, once I don't take the Bible or its followers literal or serious. So now it's easy for me to watch this. Right. Okay? I no longer feel bad for people who go to church and spend your money. You want to belong to that expensive ass club, go ahead. Caller, what you got to say?
Jeff! Ask for the caller. What's your name?
Caller, what your name is?
Can you hear me?
What your name is?
What your name is?
It's Randall in Cincinnati.
Randall in Cincinnati. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm all right. What's going on? The topic today is hitting me hard. I study a lot of different stuff all the time. But
cool.
I'm a member of the Moorish Science Temple, but I'm sitting here right now looking at morals and dogma.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And when I heard...
The Learned Elders of Zion.
You know, this book has a big index and everything in there, so I looked up a page with Lucifer in it. So I'm reading the couple pages that talk about Lucifer. And, I mean, just from studying so much, I kind of already know, about the light bearer. And even with our people, it seems like we've been, I think, like, it's just scared, and a lot of it may have started with slavery, but just the nature, I think, of Christianity dominating Western society, a lot of it's out of fear. And this fear, telling people that they are not allowed to question God, and if they do question God, then they're going to hell and they're going to burn up. And they
Brother,
really think that.
Can I just stop you for 1 second? You said something that's very powerful. Again, I just told you, intelligence in the Bible, contextualized as Lucifer, has been made evil. What is the very nature of intelligence? You are not intelligent unless you are questioning.
That's it.
To question is to rebel. The devil is the rebellious one. Come on now. Damn, go deeper, man.
Yeah, the one, like I spoke to one of my friends today, a good friend of mine I've been knowing since we're probably, younger than 12 years old. On the radio. And he's a super Christian guy. He goes to church every week and has his family all in the church, and, that's what makes him better. However,
great, yeah, I like that.
He was talking about the Preachers of L.A., that show. I don't know the name of it. I never watched it or anything, but I guess one of the gentlemen on there is not married and said he won't get married. And
it's Noel Jones.
He has all these women around him all the time, or that they're intrigued by him and all this stuff.
No, he just got this one broad that he bumping her head for 15 years.
Mm-hmm. But I told him, I said, man, that's just the nature of men and women. And you can't hold that against him because he's a man and women are attracted to him.
Right,
a lot of times women are attracted to men who are in power.
But women are attracted to power.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's nothing more, can I say this? Ladies, thank you for the call, brother. I got to say this. There's nothing more powerful, not than a God-fearing man, but a God-realized one. When a dude is God-realized, when he understands that God is within, that is the most powerful a man can be. And that's going to attract all types of women to you because you are God-realized.
Magnetized.
A God-fearing man is the furthest he can be from God. Because God does not want you fearful of the essence that is essentially you. Sharita, I need you to confirm that. Go deeper.
Well, I'm just sitting here taking
I love
what you're
Sharita.
saying in. And,
Well, I don't know. That was some bullshit right there.
When you look at what I practice and what I'm here to consult
what you practice,
people
girl?
with, it's understanding your astrology and your numerology, which is a measured science. It's all measured. It's all exact, which doesn't exactly fall into what the occult is anyway, because they call it, it's hidden. But because people way back in the day, and if you do your history lesson, astrology and numerology was always held in the highest value because it could depict exactly and precisely how things potentially can happen. In that same understanding, everything is positive or negative. Our free will can choose that at any given point in time.
True. She is 100% correct. And if you think about it, astrology is throughout the entire Bible. You just got to know how to read it.
Absolutely. It definitely is.
And it's
and Jesus didn't have 12 disciples for no reason.
Right.
They represent every sign in the zodiac.
Yeah. Right. I mean, because if you take
12 jurors,
if you
one
take
judge.
it, when they found Jesus, who found him? It was 3 wise men. The word for wise is magi. The word magi produces the word magic. Right? Like, if you understand it, they found him by a star. That meant they were astronomers who used astrology to locate the baby Jesus.
Okay.
Let me do this.
Yes, where he was.
And then, if you go into the book of Job, Amos chapter 5, verse 3, Job chapter 9, verse 9, Job chapter 38, verse 31, you'll see all of these references to astrology. But here's the pimp game that they lay on you.
Go ahead.
Right. So here's the pimp game that they lay on you. What they'll do is leave certain words untranslated. Who has the power to change Meseroth in his season? Well, what the hell does the word Meseroth mean? And why did you leave it in its Hebrew transliteration instead of English? If you look up the word Meseroth in your Strong's Lexicon Bible, you will find that the word Meseroth means zodiac. So why would you not put zodiac in the Bible?
Okay.
Because you don't want people to see that those are the sciences that people use to divine their futures and their realities. Correct?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Christians, if I can throw this out, because
just if,
because
maybe
if you hit a Christian with facts and logics, they hit you right back.
The devil was smart too, nigga.
They hit you right back with warm and fuzzy. Okay. Yeah, hit a Christian with facts and logic. They hit you back with warm and fuzzy.
Right.
That's the way they like to get out.
Yeah.
Here's my deal. You do not have a monopoly on good. You don't have a monopoly on good. You don't own good. There are good atheists. There are good agnostics. There are good Hindus. What you have a monopoly on, if you really look at it, is hypocrisy and violence.
Ooh.
You have cornered the market. And mad because the Muslims want an atomic bomb. You the one had it.
Okay, so listen. This is what we got to do. We've got another caller on the line. This is our last caller. We're going to take this call, and then we're going to wrap up the show. This is great. We could go another 2 hours, but we can't. Caller.
This is Brother Soul Wonder.
Brother Soul Wonder, how are you?
Soul Wonder, what's up?
I'm good, Brother Zoe, Cousin Jeff, the Holy Hitman team over there making beats for Jesus.
You speaking?
Oh, my God. The other caller said something that was real pertinent. And I'm going to throw this thought at you. When you talk about Lucifer represents intelligence.
Right.
Is it possible that, because God gave us that freedom of choice.
Yes.
Which also gave us that freedom to question.
Yes.
So maybe God created Jesus to question him, to kind of keep him in check.
That's getting kind of convoluted here. But let me say this: free will is not. There are scriptures that contradict free will being the get out of jail free card to question. There are scriptures that specifically and literally say, "Don't question me, God, because I will kill you.
My ways are not your ways.
I will kill you for questioning me." So,
but isn't that contradictory that he gave us the will to question?
Oh,
you know why it's contradictory? Because men had their hands on it.
Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something, and then we got to wrap. Let me just tell you this. Thank you for the call. You brought up a great point. Thank you, Soul Wonder. Great idea is men saying, you know what? I'm tired of killing my food and eating it in the same day. I'm going to build a refrigerator. That's a great idea. I need to refrigerate my food so it can keep and last longer, so I don't have to eat a whole reindeer tonight.
Yes.
Right?
Or starve if I didn't catch one.
Right. So let's do it this way. When we create something, because it is coming from us, it is now inherently flawed. Because when the man is creating the refrigerator, he doesn't understand that Freon creates CO2s that affects the ozone layer. He didn't understand that. It worked. My fucking side of buffalo is cold.
Yes.
Right? So again, and then as we move up into technology, that same flaw, the human element, always produces contradiction, always produces some type of flaw. So when men are trying to understand and comprehend the vastness, the immenseness of the ineffable one source of all that is, of course there are going to be flaws.
Yeah.
Of course there's going to be mistakes, mistranslations, all types of shit. And that's our problem. When you act like you know about God, that's when you're in trouble.
When you can't give out I don't know.
I ain't never seen a preacher say, I don't know what the hell this book means.
That is the thing that
I'm just here trying to help the community. You hungry? I'll help you pay your bills.
Well, you see, the New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. And the Old Testament is the New Testament concealed.
And they hold hands.
Yeah, and if you, dude, just say you don't fucking know.
So let me do this. On that note, Sharita Starr, Allie Cheslick, you guys were excellent. We really appreciate you being on the show. Please tell everybody, and I urge everybody to go connect with them because they're friends of mine. I appreciate them. They've given me readings. They've backed me. I love them. You guys should love them too. Where can they find you? Talk to me.
I'm on the web at sharitastar.com.
Sharitastar.com. What's the name of your book and where can they find it?
That is also on sharitastar.com under publications, and it's called It's All in the Name.
Allie Cheslick, where can they find you?
They can Google me and they can find me at alliecheslick.com. I'm also on do the Allie Cheslick Show, Real and Raw, on Sundays at noon.
Real and Raw.
Eastern Time.
They're the best. I love them. I appreciate you guys.
You got to come and do a show with me, a little Real and Raw.
Anytime. You know, just call me. I'm there. Now, and we thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much, and we'll have you guys back again.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
Geoff Brown, where can they find you?
You can find me at GB Funny Style is my Twitter, and on Facebook, the ringtones at GB Funny Style.
At GB Funny Style.
Yes.
Yes, and he'll be down at Roscoe's shortly.
Yes, having the SCO special.
The SCO special, indeed.
Yes.
Or maybe even the number 9, the Obama. No, anyway, now we've gone too far. Now, you can find me, Zoe Williams, at IamZoeWilliams.com. You can also find me on Twitter at Zoe Williams. You can find me on Instagram at Zoser Williams, Zoser Williams. Listen, I can't urge you enough to continue to recycle black dollars. Recycle black dollars. I Stand Media Group, those guys did my logo, T-shirts, all of that. They have a graphics department called Visions to Life. Please support them. Buy Pitbull Energy Drink. If you drink energy drinks, you got to do this, right? Got to do it. Purchase one of my shirts. Please buy my book. I'm asking y'all. This is how we stay on the air. Unless you don't give 2 shakes of a fat rat's ass about this show. I understand. But, yeah. Please support. Please support. Please support. GB, you got ringtones. Where can they buy your ringtones? Jesus.
Mixer, MYXER.com. That is soon to change, but for right now, Mixer.com. I got Travis Bickle joints. I got Indian Dude joints. I got ignorant ass songs up there.
Yes. This is how we keep it cracking. You know, Jordan doesn't make his shoe.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Nike does. So you spend all your money on them. Please support Tariq Nasheed. Please support Tommy Sotomayor. Please support all the sisters out there with all the blog talk shows. Absolutely. And, Reach Around Radio. Please support everybody that's doing what they doing. We got to get this bread. Let's get it cracking. I'll holler at y'all next week. Deuces.